Let's unmute the microphone. What's going on, YouTube? How's it going? Welcome back to another live stream and stuff and things. Hope you guys are doing well. Today, my friends, we are doing a little bit of a reaction thingamajiggy. It's Wednesday, right? Which means the Frontier Unlock stream is about to kick off here in 13 minutes. And they're going to be talking about some Evolution 3 news. And a bunch of other stuff for other games, but we are here for the Evolution 3 news and stuff. I have started a little bit early, just because I kind of wanted to talk about what I kind of am hoping from this stream, and that sort of thing. I'm hoping that they're going to show something, pretty substantial in this stream, but honestly I think it's just going to be a case of waiting and seeing. They keep saying as well in their streams, watch life find a way with Evolution 3, so I'm wondering if it's going to be a breakdown on the breeding and how breeding is a thing in this game. Here, let me see if I can get the stream, not the tweet. Hold on. Bear with. Sorry, I've got a really stuffy nose as well for some reason. So that's pretty hype. Hold on. Sorry. Random, how's it going? Welcome, my friend. Bruh. Why is this so difficult? Image. There we go. I got it. Don't worry. I found it. By the time I actually get the image up on screen, it will, there we go. It will have started. But yeah, so this is the tweet that they put out on the 25th, which is today, obviously. And they were kind of talking about how, watch life find a way with Evolution 3. Watch live at 6 p.m. BST. Honestly, I think it's going to be a gameplay trailer around breeding and, how we, do eggs and nesting sites and stuff like that. So I think that's what this is going to be, just because of the terminology that they're using. But we will see. Hopefully we actually get new gameplay. I think we will. Honestly, I think there's going to be new gameplay. I think there's going to be an announcement of some kind, and then probably a chat with the game director or something like that. That's what I'm thinking. But obviously, the big thing with this is Planet Zoo just had a new DLC drop today. So that is probably going to take up quite a lot of the time, which is fair enough because, new DLC and whatnot. But hopefully they spend a decent chunk of the time on Evolution 3 as well, because that would be pretty hype and stuff. But yeah, I definitely think we're going to be seeing some sort of stuff around, babies nesting eggs, that sort of thingamadoohicker. Honestly, the thing that I want is security guards and cleaners. That's what I'm hoping they're announced, but they won't. Just seeing if the stream is going to go live at any point. Doesn't look like it right now. Hoping we get a full roster announcement so we know what dinosaurs are getting cut and which ones are staying. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen, but we'll see. You never know. Yeah, I'll be down. Because obviously, we're losing like 40, right? We're losing like 40 dinosaurs, I think. So it's quite a substantial cut, huh? Just going to check audio whilst the live at any point. Doesn't look like it's right. Honestly, the thing that I need to play this stream in the background just so I can test the audio.
Sort of concept of this layer of a complex over the top or a shop, and then within it you'd have tills, which you can see in the corner there, or maybe cash registers if you're watching in America. That's what they call them over there.
Yeah, that seems fine. He can stop talking about Planet Coaster or Planet Zoo or whatever planet that is. 42, really? Okay. I mean, look, so if we get 42 that are that have new animations and stuff like that, then you know, I am down. I am down for 42. But my concern with it only being 40 or 42 is that it's going to feel quite sparse in terms of what species we can actually hatch. And my concern is that those dinosaurs that we're missing will be put into DLC and we will have to pay again for the same dinosaurs. But we will see. Hope we get security guards who patrol around the park and help tranquilize dinosaurs and get eaten. I'm down for that. Yeah. If you follow this channel often, cleaners and security guards has been my most wanted thing since Evolution 1, if I'm honest. Because they had them in JPOG, right? Well, they had cleaners in JPOG, but yeah.
Yeah, just give you some more.
Okay, we are not live. Yeah, is there anything else that we want to see in this game? I think I would like to see something new that hasn't been announced yet. Hopefully Rebirth DLC day 1. Or in and around day 1. Yeah, honestly, I think the Rebirth DLC, because it's obviously going to happen, right? It's got to. I think that's going to be like a month or 2 down the line after the launch, if I'm honest. But you never know. My hope with a Rebirth DLC, and I'm going to make a video on it, I think, kind of have like an island that is basically just a research facility. And yeah, you that's what you kind of have to do, you know. You have to build a research facility with the new dinosaur and stuff. Hey Frontier, you gonna go live or nar? Come on, I'm impatient. I probably started my stream a little bit too early, if I'm honest. Lamau. But it's okay. We meet him in the dreaming. If you guys are hyped for Evolution 3, make sure to hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, hit that sub button. We're covering all of the Evolution 3 news as and when it happens. Come on, Frontier. Let's get cooking. We've got 5 minutes. I hope there is a trailer. Like, I hope we don't have, like, 10 minutes of just chatting. As cool as that would be, don't get me wrong. You know? Because they're always super passionate whenever they talk about their games. And that's something I really admire about Frontier. But, yeah. I hope we do get some sort of trailer. Please. Please, gaming gods. Please. My like dream scenario, right, is we get a trailer around something and then we get an announcement of gameplay from Gamescom. That's my hope. That is what I'm hoping, my guy. Hopefully after 2 games we get a boat tour. Well, they kind of alluded to that in their website, right? They kind of said that the balloon tour is making an appearance, and then there is an aquatic attraction. Let me see if I can find the exact quote real quick. Frontier Developments Evolution 3 features it's somewhere on here. Is it under this one? Nope. Aha, I found it, I think. So they say, whether it's soaring through an aerial view of the park in a balloon tour, getting up and close and personal with a dinosaur encounter, or leaving dry land to gain a new perspective, create unforgettable experiences for guests visiting your parks. So yeah, leaving dry land to gain a new perspective, that just says to me that, you know, we're looking at some kind of aquatic-esque thing, you know. Okay, so it looks like we are rocking and a rolling. We are starting soon. And it looks like Elite Dangerous is up first. Which is a bit of a rip. Okay, we're just gonna turn it down for now, seeing as they're just doing their countdown thingy. Should I make my webcam a little bigger? I feel like I should. Whoops. W for the boat tour. Honestly, I'm hyped. Like, I feel like that's what we need in this game, you know? We need some kind of aquatic attraction. In this game, you know? We need some kind of aquatic. Sorry, I'm just checking the audio again. Yeah. It looks like Elite Dangerous. We're just okay. 3 minutes. 3 minutes until we are go. Jurassic World Evolution 3 chat plus Panther Clipper information. Frontier unlocked. Huh. But they're playing Elite Dangerous. So are we? I mean, I'm guessing we're starting off with Elite Dangerous. Yeah, I don't know. Does anybody play Elite Dangerous, by the way, here? Because unfortunately, I do not. I do not have the experience with Elite Dangerous. Herschel, how's it going? What's going on? Sucks this game isn't for PS4? Bruh. Sucks, man. Can you not get it on PC? Never heard of Elite Dangerous? Yeah, it's like a spaceship shooter game, as far as I'm aware. Ooh. Yeah. Two minutes. We are almost there. I'd imagine that they'll save evolution until the very end. I bet. Which is fine. don't know how long this is gonna be either. Do we know how? Do we know how long this is gonna be? Anybody? Also, why does this look like super off-center? It's really starting to bother me. It's not, but on my like stream overlay over here, it looks like the countdown is super off-center. Nice. Might have to go for PC version, but what you might most excited for about this game? Honestly, I am excited for the breeding. I think that's going to be it's a new level to the game. And honestly, just the customization options. The in-depth customization options are going to be pog, you know. Luke, how's it going? I'm hoping for a complete species roster. I have to wait and see. We have 30 seconds remaining. Buckle your seatbelts. I will turn it up once I start, you know, speaking and whatnot. I imagine it's going to be Elite Dangerous, Planet Zoo, Evolution 3. That's what I'm saying. 3 minutes past when it should have started. Fuming. Absolutely raging. Here we go. Frontier unlocked. Boom. Show me the goods, Frontier. Hello.
Hello. Hi. Welcome to Unlocked. This is our June edition. I am Sam, and I am joined
Hello, Sam.
today with the lovely Rich Hudson. Hiya, Rich.
Hello.
How you doing?
Oh, hang on. It's him.
Yeah,
I know him.
good.
Or not know him, but I've seen his YouTube channel.
Hello. My name's Rich. I am a video artist here at Frontier, so I'm part of the team that works on a lot of
Interesting.
trailers and
I didn't
scripts
realise he was at Frontier now.
and
Cool.
some of which you're going to see today. You might have seen me lurking around on Unlocked in the past.
He did,
this time as a
Doctor Who
looking
content.
protagonist a few months ago. That was fun, and you'll see a lot of my work coming up today, actually, in Planet Coaster 2.
Yes.
Planet Coaster
So
2
for
drop.
some of our eagle-eyed and eagle-eared listeners, you guys will remember that we
Let me
have
just
been
check
using
the audio whilst
Fox
these two
Digital
are
together
talking.
for the demos that we were doing for Planet Coaster 2.
Let me
So
just
we're
check
gonna be
the
seeing more of
audio
him later on,
whilst
and he's
these
going to be
two
helping
are
me go through the show today because we have got loads to get through today. Rich. We are absolutely stacked. But for firstly, we're
Right.
going to be
Do they,
saying
do
hello
they need to be a little louder?
Hello, everybody
Hello.
at home. How are you guys doing? I think we saw somebody was in there at 3.
Somebody's
3
here
a.m.?
at 3 a.m.
No more
Hello,
Cabot,
thank you so
please.
much for joining us. That's
I know, right?
amazing. It's lovely
Yeah.
to see you there. But yeah, hello everybody. It's nice to see you here. We're going to try and call some folks out again.
See Commander Alexa, Halo
Alexa,
J, Hurricane Overlord.
Hello everybody. Ignacio.
Welcome
hello
along,
there,
everyone.
guys. Lovely stuff. Yeah, wonderful to have you here as always.
Yeah,
Thank
turn
you
it up a
for
notch.
joining us,
Okay.
on the show today. So yes, cool.
Is that better?
Bits of
How's that?
housekeeping before we get into
Let me
the
know.
sections themselves. As always, we have got our Twitch drops that are going to be coming.
Twitch drops.
Today.
Wow.
All you have to do is watch for 20 minutes, and you're going to be able to get your hands on these lovely ship kits or ship.
Where's the Evolution Twitch drops?
We have got the Crate Mark II on screen here.
Give me an Evolution Twitch drop.
Yes, this is the Shatter.
Still kinda low.
So if you're on
I mean, they're not talking about Evolution right now, but okay.
watch for 20 minutes and you can land one of these.
Yeah, they're absolutely stunning. Really, really beautiful. I love these ones for this month. It looks great.
Yeah.
Awesome
absolutely.
stuff. Yeah, so like we were saying, we've got loads to get through today. So, Rich, do you want to tell us a bit?
What's up first?
So, coming
Tell
up
me.
this month, in case you've been living under a dinosaur-shaped rock for the last couple of weeks, you might have heard
We haven't.
we announced Jurassic World Evolution 3.
Yes.
Evolution.
Finally.
Yeah.
Finally.
Absolutely. And Sam caught up with 2 of the development team, and you'll hear from them very, very shortly.
Oh.
Then we're going to swing over to
Very shortly, good.
2, as our favourites, Rich and Adam, will be back on the sofa.
Give me a new trailer,
Update 6.
please. I want something to break down.
Last month, Planet Zoo fans, it's DLC Day.
Yes.
Today,
Woo!
DLC Day, if you're playing on PC.
Very exciting.
So
DLC
there's
day.
More information about that.
So
And
exciting.
of course, Commanders, it's a very, very exciting day because you're going to hear a bit more about the Panther Clipper Mark II, because our very own Zach will be joining Curtis and Chris to give you a bit more information on the ship,
Okay.
as well as its release date.
Very
Yes.
exciting.
And
very,
we
very
have a
exciting.
giveaway for you a bit later
Yes.
on.
A giveaway.
Yeah, loads
What?
coming up, and yeah, do stay tuned for
Bruh.
the giveaway as we'll be picking that up later yes,
I need to get my Nedry gift for this. Hang on.
For us to finally be able to start talking about Jurassic World Evolution 3.
Oh my god, they're starting with at the beginning.
Able to finally announce the game to the world. We saw our
Do you think the D-Rex will be in the game? No, I do not.
To catch up with some of our devs to go through the features that you guys would have started to see in those trailers as well. So yeah, we're going to be picking that
Here we go.
now and cutting to that. Check this out after our gameplay trailer.
Gameplay trailer. Oh my god. Where's my mouse? Okay, so this is nothing new. We've seen this. I will just turn it down whilst they're talking about this or showing this. So this is the super cool gameplay trailer. Super hype. I love the fact that we've got that that classic dino transport crate. Love it. Nesting. So cool that we've got random skins. Dude, it's crazy how far this game has come. Like, if you remember how Evolution 1 was, and now looking at Evolution 3, it's insane. Like, the level of love that they've put into this game is crazy, bro. And, like, all of these terrain tools and stuff, decoration tools. Oh, I love it. I love it. This game is probably going to be the best Evolution. 100%. Rawr. Copyrighted music. Copyrighted music. Copyrighted. Copyrighted music. Star rating. I'm so excited for the star rating again. Woo! Sorry, I'm talking over it so it doesn't get claimed. If you want to check out the trailer, then you can go to Frontier's YouTube channel. But it's been out for ages now, so you should have seen it already. Woo! Evolution 3. Dude, that's so cool. I love how the Spinosaurus freaking swims, dude. It's so dope. And then we've got the pre-order bonuses. Love it. Okay, show me the new stuff.
Andy, hello, you guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Lovely to see you. To start off with, can you just introduce yourselves to some of the lovely people at home who maybe are not familiar with yourselves?
Sure. So my name is Andy Fletcher. I'm the game director on Jurassic World Evolution 3.
He's new.
My name's Sandy Samarco, and I'm a principal designer on Jurassic World Evolution 3.
Lovely stuff. Yeah, it's so nice to have you guys here today.
Great to be here.
Awesome. Cool. So Jurassic World Evolution 3, what an incredible project. And you guys getting to work.
Dude, look at the Jurassic Park gate in the background here.
It's just gone out. It's been announced.
That looks so sick.
Talk about it. How does it feel now that it's out there in the world?
Yeah, it's
and the
super
Planet
exciting,
Coaster Xbox up there.
The hard work that everyone's been doing here in the studio for so long, and yeah, finally unveil everything that we've been planning for this third installment. And you know, the feedback's been really positive. We're really excited to see what everyone's saying about the game. It's a huge year for Jurassic in general, so yeah, it's a really exciting time.
Yeah, loads going on there. It's incredible. Yeah, super exciting.
And the Barbasol cans, actually, I've just noticed that.
Loads to talk about today.
Dude, I want that gate.
To the game. It's looking absolutely brilliant.
Is that a collector's edition?
There's lots, like I say, for us to talk about, and they also
Can you imagine?
into a couple of different categories. We've got loads of new stuff with the dinosaurs. We've got lots of new creative stuff kind of coming in. So before we kind of get into the meat of it, I think it'd be nice to give a bit of an overview of what's maybe to come. So I think let's start with the stars of the show, the dinosaurs. What can we kind of expect there?
A lot from the dinosaurs. Obviously now,
new footage.
The headline ticket is you can breed them.
New footage.
Juvenile dinosaurs, but that comes with a lot of support work. So male and female. So we've got dimorphism, new behaviours, upgrades to the dinosaur brain. So a lot of cool stuff coming that way.
Awesome. Yeah, there's so much coming. It's really, really cool. Lovely stuff. Then on the creative side,
the baby Dilophosaurus is super cute, by the way.
Tools and ways to just kind of get creative in the game. Like, what can we expect there, Andy?
Yeah, there's a lot of detail to dive into on the creative side of things. You know, it's a real kind of foundational change for the game in many ways.
Yeah.
You know, I think the kinds of parks that people will be able to build and share this time around are going to be.
That's going to be huge. The fact that we can share parks. Oh, I'm here. I'm here for it.
Awesome. And then we've got a brand new campaign as well. There's lots there as well. So yeah, what can you tell us a little bit about that? What can we
Yeah,
expect?
bigger and better. We've got an epic new campaign that goes across the whole globe, and you know, has a more open, less linear feel than previous campaigns. So yeah,
Less
again,
linear
let's
feel.
dive into
Interesting.
There. We've got some returning characters that I think
Oh,
people
no.
are going to love. And,
Not Cabot,
yeah,
please.
The structure I think is really going to appeal. Going to make
Please,
it
not
feel,
Cabot.
you know, more global, more cohesive, and
bigger,
more intricate. You know, with the systems kind of working across different levels.
Amazing stuff. Yeah, there's loads there. Awesome. Cool. All right. So now we've got a sense of what we're
Thumbs up from me.
about. Let's get talking about everything because it's incredibly exciting. So starting off with the creative tools, we've got some new stuff for our creative players. There's modular building. Can you tell us a bit about that? What are we expecting with that? What can we do with it?
So modular buildings is basically, as far as Frontier's concerned, we're well known for putting a lot of effort into making sure you can create all sorts of.
Dude, this is what I've wanted, man. This is what I've wanted from an Evolution game. This looks phenomenal.
Actually, under the hood, we're comprised of hundreds, thousands, just stacks of individual components that you can get in there and you can tweak. So you can basically what you can create is up to you now. You're no longer restrained by set buildings.
Yeah.
You can go wild.
Get in, tinker, build out what you want. Yeah,
absolutely.
You can do your own spin on the buildings in the game.
So dope, man.
Variations in there to start with, and it's it's the tools that you have with those pieces. You can intersect them, scale them, freely rotate and move them around, and it's beyond.
My only worry is how is it going to work on console?
Create combinations of scenery, items, and save.
I mean, I guess it works in Planet Coaster and Planet Zoo, but
I think one of the big things to emphasize really is that we wanted the game to feel like a Jurassic World Evolution game. It's absolutely essential to us that this wasn't a barrier to entry. We wanted it to feel like a JWE game. So that's been really paramount in our minds. But when you scratch below the surface, you'll find an incredible array of
under the hood.
Yeah.
There's so much more stuff, but it's no harder to do than previous games. You can just plonk buildings down; they'll look beautiful.
I am here. I am ready.
You make your own stuff, or you can take existing buildings and just tweak them however you want.
Yeah, I mean that was going to be my next question. So obviously, if I'm a creative player, brilliant. There's loads for me to play with there. But if I want to just get into the management,
that building looks amazing. Just saying, that's dope, dude.
Or what kind of things do we?
I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it.
Oh, you can. There are. The game has loads of lovely buildings to use. So if you're not that way inclined, there are.
Oh, look at that building!
I think we're going a little bit further. You want to talk about the blueprints is getting a significant.
And look, we've got.
I mean, the big new frontier really is the integration of the Frontier Workshop.
Yeah.
So this is and it's cross-platform. So across all the platforms that the game is available on, you'll be able to
cross-platform as well.
What they've created both in terms of specific building types, general scenery, and also whole parks that they've built. And other players will be able to download those creations and visit those parks and use those blueprints, use those creations in their own parks. So again, there's lots for players to kind of from in the game at launch, across a variety.
You're sold. I'm sold. I don't need to hear anything more about the game.
Jurassic themes.
Yeah, there's so much there.
I am sold.
We've got new themes inspired by the campaign. So there's thousands of pieces for people to delve into, and many blueprints. But once you add that Frontier Workshop element, there's going to be more and more every time you come back. There'll be new creations, and that's what's really exciting. Is that this game will,
it's going to build
appropriate
community.
to the title, it will evolve. Every after launch, and
Got him.
Can't wait to see what people create.
Super integration as well, which is I think we're all really excited about. It's you'll be able to get into the game and just see the creations of other players from the game itself.
Yeah, you don't have to exit your park to kind of go to a separate interface. There is
nice.
a separate.
Integrated,
You can just go via the normal left-hand bar menu, and you'll be able to see and search for Frontier Workshop items.
And just if you don't have artistic talent like me, you'll be able to nab them and then pass them off as your own.
Yep,
be fantastic.
Yo,
that's super exciting. Yeah, I'd love to see that. Awesome
Come
stuff.
on, give us something new.
Beyond just the building, there's obviously a lot more coming to the creative side of things as well. We've also got a whole host of new terrain tools, which are going to expand, again, just that variety in the park. So can you tell us a bit about those as well?
Yeah.
Tell us about them. They're epic. That's all you need to say.
Beautiful.
Oh, look at this.
We've kind of
Monorail.
all of the latches.
Oh, bruh.
So
I'm going to have to... you can't reverse, can you? Or rewind.
We've had a massive upgrade.
Are they streaming this on YouTube as well?
Vertical. we've got these really cool brushes that do a lot of the heavy lifting artistically for you. You paint them down and they're filled with detail objects that our artists have carefully
Oh,
constructed.
they
So
are.
even someone like me,
Okay, we're going to have to go back on
to
YouTube
create
and
something that's very, very
break
pretty,
this down
with,
or
with
view this
just
back.
one brush swiping here.
couple of sweeps.
Yeah,
to paint down
exactly.
loads.
Yeah, and then
yeah.
and terrain manipulation's the same. You can have
Nothing really new so far,
a
though.
large formation.
I will say that.
Basically, you can create very quickly.
Oh, new
you've got
park, new park.
So verticality is much bigger. We've got ramp tools now, so point to point ramps, so that your gameplay is going to work with it as well. So it's not just visual.
Yeah, I think that's key, isn't it?
The main question is
having those
is
tools
terrain
and,
constraints a
seeing
thing?
What they can do for parks, right?
That's what I
you
want to know.
You've got ramp tools, you've got smooth tools, so you can now build parks across multiple levels and have your vehicles, guests.
Building constraints, terrain constraints, are they a thing?
To a point, and even beyond that point, you can now use terrain in another interesting way. So you can actually use terrain and large scenery items to enclose dinosaurs.
Yes.
So creating more naturalistic enclosures.
Yeah.
So
Love that.
The tools in their own right are very powerful, but it's what's really exciting is what it means for the kind of parks that we're going to see this time around.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we just touched on the natural enclosures. Can you tell us a bit more about that? Like how can we build out those spaces and how does that sort of work?
Yeah, so you'll still need to look after your dinosaurs. You still need to make sure your guests can see dinosaurs, otherwise they won't want to come to your park. Spend their good money. And you need to make sure that your rangers can visit the dinosaurs and scan them, make sure their welfare is looked after and they're comfortable. So there will be elements of you need to ensure access to the dinosaurs through gates and things like that. But beyond that, we've loosened.
Is this some awesome parks, dude? I need to go back and look at these screenshots better.
It's not always gonna, you don't have to have that feel to your parks anymore. You can make it look as if the dinosaurs are in a kind of in a valley or in a sort of a kind of a rocky area, and again, it just adds to that sense of those dinosaurs feel more integrated with the natural world, which is kind of one of the themes of the campaign as well. It's about how
that's really cool. I really like that.
Can we make it so that dinosaurs are integrated more naturally with
dude, look at the baby.
Sites all around the globe.
Yeah, amazing. And I think you can also use water as well. Can we also use water to
water.
create?
Yeah, we can use water.
We've got
more water. For everyone. We've got deep water now, which I think people may have seen.
A little sneak peek.
Yes, some Spinosaurus enjoying that. But you can use that to enclose dinosaurs as well. Not all dinosaurs, obviously not all.
I'm interested to hear the details about the scientists. Let me tell you the details. They're annoying AF.
You can create waterfalls now very easily.
No, it would be interesting to hear if they've made any changes to scientists.
We've taken our formidable knowledge that we've accrued over many, many years of Planet games, and we've just stuffed them into this.
Good. That's what we wanted.
It's come out really cool.
Planet evolution.
I love the fact that
that's what we wanted, bro.
It doesn't matter your skill level. You can go as deep as you want. You can go as detailed as you want, or if you want to, you can kind of keep it very simple. Like you say, a couple of clicks with the terrain tools, and you can build something really beautiful. You can put in your blueprints. There's something for everyone, which is really, really cool. Awesome. So yes, loads coming on the creative side of things. But now let's start talking a little bit about, I think, what everyone is most excited about, the juveniles. They look absolutely amazing, absolutely adorable. Can you talk to us a little bit about what it was like bringing them to life?
Yeah, so, I mean, this is
a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's a real new frontier for the game. So, it's quite a privilege actually to be bringing juvenile versions of these dinosaurs that everyone loves to the world for the first time. We've seen juveniles.
Oh my days, they're so cute, bro.
And we've taken inspiration from those, but there's a huge amount of dinosaur species that we've not seen juveniles for in the Jurassic movies. So it's been a real journey of working with our partners at Universal, with noted paleontologists, including Steve Brusate, who was a consultant on the
T-Rex matures in 25 minutes.
And concepting, iterating till we get these juveniles that as you say, they're just absolute wonderful to kind of watch. And it's really,
dude, look at that water. That water's like marshland. That's so cool.
It's the juveniles are spectacular, but it's that family unit as well. It's really exciting.
Seeing them all together now.
It's the juvenile, the female, and now the male.
Yeah, it's a big overhaul in terms of what the dinosaurs need to do.
Oh, my
that
days,
had
it's
to
so
go into
small, bro.
into the inner working
They're
of
so
them to
small.
make sure that now they can function distinctly. We've got familial species and herd species and more solitary species. So the way that we had to do lots of changes to behaviours, make sure we have cool new juvenile specific behaviours. Parents calling out to them, them following the parents, play chasing with each other, and then
I wonder if we're
going to
be able to have Baby Blue.
Some, like I say, they're very familial. They'll only stick with mum and dad. And other ones that are more gregarious, possibly even to their own detriment, because they might end up following dinosaurs that aren't quite as happy being followed by them. But there's a giant big structure underneath juveniles to support it. It's they're great in their own right, but like Andy says, you've got males and females, and we have new social needs now. So they're not just a wonderful thing to look at. They add a new level of dynamism really to the game, a new level of challenge as to what you need to do to look after them.
Dude, I can't stop looking at that Jurassic Park gate in the background.
Yeah.
What kind of things can we
I want it.
What do we need to sort of pay attention to?
Well, for example, juveniles might have different paleo needs to
Oh,
adults.
new screenshot.
If you've got a brachiosaur, with a great big long neck that normally feeds on high trees and leaves in trees, a juvenile brachiosaur, it's not quite as tall, might not be able to reach. So you need to make sure that you've got some ground leaves for it. And the same for some of the carnivores.
Dude, look at those behaviours, man.
Juveniles, they can't really take down live prey, so you need to make sure they've got meat feeders. And again, social needs. Some juveniles are happier when there's a bunch of them together. Other ones, they need mum and dad around, and they're going to get distressed if they're not.
Yeah.
So there's a whole bunch of these social dynamics going on that make basically
so cool, dude.
Species.
So cool.
Each time you've got a new species that you want to breed, there's more things to consider to look after. But it's worth it because they bring you loads of cash. Juveniles are inherently appealing. At the end of the day, you're running a theme park. You need to make some cold hard cash, and juveniles are one of the best ways to do that.
Interesting.
Right.
Okay. Good to know.
Loads there. And you mentioned obviously the interactions and the depth that we're kind of going to experience there. There's a lot of work that's gone into the animations and those new interactions. And can you tell us a bit about those social interactions? They're going to interact with other juveniles, right? And also the adults, as we were saying?
Yes, they do. And those interactions are amazing.
They are absolutely stunning.
And some of them are quite cool and dynamic. Let's say.
Did they look so derpy?
Play chasing with each other. There's some real sweet touches depending on the species. And then other ones, if they're interacting with adults of the species or with their parents, if they're familial, there's just a wide breadth that I don't know, it gets across. They all feel different. It gets across the differences between them.
They really do. Yeah.
I mean, the whole new dinosaurs. I mean, the adult dinosaurs in Jurassic World Evolution are kind of incredible in right. The amount of care and attention that goes into the animations, the modeling, everything that has all been applied to the juveniles and also the males as well. So it's really wonderful. It's a whole new layer, whole new layers even of dinosaurs that we're adding this time around, and they've had just as much care as attention as all the other dinosaurs that we've done in the past. So it's
interesting.
It really shines through in the game, I think.
We haven't even mentioned breeding.
No.
Yeah,
so a whole new gameplay loops there.
Exactly, there's new gameplay loops. You'll be able to breed, hopefully breed all good traits into your dinosaurs.
See, the breeding might be interesting for like challenge mode, because I'm wondering if you can just breed dinosaurs rather than hatch them.
There's loads to do,
and you have
hence saving you money
so you have to
in the long run.
The fertility, graphs of certain dinosaurs. So high prestige, high appeal dinosaurs
they can be a bit
might
finicky.
Be a little harder to breed. You can set up breeding programs to make that more likely, or to pick the particular dinosaurs that you want to pass down their traits.
Interesting. The breeding honestly sounds really
a lot of
in depth.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Which I didn't expect it to be.
On it a bit now.
To be honest.
Breeding that's coming to the game. That's a big part of it. Natural breeding. Can you tell us a little bit more about that? We've touched on a lot of things there, but can we talk a little bit more about, because we're synthesizing males now? What the loops look like? And nests and a whole host of new things coming there as well.
Yeah. So you start off, obviously all dinosaurs in Jurassic World are female. But now with research, you'll be able to unlock the male genome, start synthesizing males and females, looking after them, making sure they're happy. And when your dinosaurs are thriving, you'll be able to put down these new structures. So we've got nests. Obviously, dinosaurs, they like to lay their eggs in safe places, so you can construct these kind of locations that they're drawn to. But even the nests, different dinosaur species have different needs for nests. Like some dinosaurs don't want their nests visible.
Interesting. So it's not just a generic one nest fits all.
Things like that. All dinosaurs are all different. And then once the conditions are right, as it were, the lights turn down, the music's playing. If the nest's in the right place and your dinosaurs are happy, then yeah, they can breed now, and you'll get eggs, and then after the juveniles have spent the time in the nest, they'll emerge, and so it's a whole new cycle. Some of the dinosaurs, with a bit of care and attention, you can actually turn them into little kind of breeding engines, so that you can get enough of a species in there that they can restock themselves over time. So again, another great way to make money without having to synthesize.
See, you're a management player.
Interesting.
Well,
Good to know.
It's a park, and as Andy has alluded to, it's Jurassic, right? It wouldn't be a Jurassic game without the intervention of humans. So if you want specific traits to come through, or specific colours for offspring, for progeny of dinosaurs, you can run breeding programs. You assign scientists, so it's very easy to do. It's very accessible, and then that increases the chance of particular dinosaurs breeding. So you can.
So you still have a hand in this.
So you can put your finger on the scales. Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think what's cool is also you can breed, down generations, so you can try and kind of get as far down a specific sort of generation of dinosaurs as possible.
Absolutely, yeah. You can try and build like the perfect dinosaur with the colours that you want and all the good traits that you want, and then that's great stock then for carrying on that line.
Awesome. So yeah, like we're saying.
Interesting. So it almost seems like they're long.
And of course that means
they're lengthening the
I'm imagining there's a lot more now to
gameplay loop for looking after your dinosaurs, I guess.
We've sort of we've incorporated a whole host of new features there as well to make that a bit easier. ATVs, security cameras, that kind of thing.
So there's
about that.
As you build out your parks, we want to give players new tools to
see high potential for this game. Definitely.
Tends to happen when you breed dinosaurs.
Doesn't always work out as you plan.
It doesn't always work out perfectly. So, we have some new tools in the mix now. As you mentioned, we've got security cameras. So, this allows you to kind of, set up, security cameras at key points around your park, key strategic points where they might be able to spot evidence of a dinosaur breaking out and being a threat to guests. And if you link those to your response centers, to your
capture teams, helicopters,
then you can actually have those capture teams come and automatically.
Love that.
That's escaped. So this is a really smart.
Dude, I am placing security cameras everywhere, so I don't have to manually do it.
And then in addition to that, we have a new maintenance team, which this is our maintenance team. They drive around with ATVs, which is super fun to drive.
That's super fun.
Particularly in combination with the terrain tools we talked about earlier. We waste a lot of time playing with
I thought that ATVs were new.
I don't know.
So these guys now are in charge of repairing and resupplying. So in that example,
interesting.
The dinosaur was broken out.
So are the ranger teams gone, or what?
That has the broken fence in range of an ATV team. They'll come and just repair the fence. So as you can see, you've got more abilities to kind of plan ahead of time and have your response teams kind of respond on their own volition. It means that you can, particularly in bigger parks, you can be building out and doing something else.
It just takes the pressure off you.
You don't have
your
Good.
eyes everywhere.
Good.
Kind of do everything manually if you don't want to.
If you set it up well, obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
If you've got them in stupid places, then
so rewards planning, rewards a bit of strategy, and some really cool, powerful tools particularly for bigger parks.
Awesome. Yeah, that's going to be incredibly exciting. Lovely stuff.
Just waiting for that one big news that's going to change everything. Yeah, definitely.
Moving over to the campaign now. The campaign.
Campaign
news.
news.
To do there. It's we're going to be sort of traveling the globe, basically.
Tell me about the campaign.
About what we can expect with the campaign.
Tell me.
For sure. So our narrative is set just after the events of Dominion.
Okay, we knew that.
That's a point in the Jurassic timeline where, dinosaurs are out across the globe.
They're out.
And that's a really fascinating place to be from a game perspective, because it means we can go venture
5 stars, baby.
New locations and dinosaurs in locations we've maybe not seen before. So in our campaign, you'll be working for the Dinosaur Integration Network, which is an organisation set up by Cabot Finch.
Oh no!
Returning Cabot Finch.
No.
See him back.
Yeah. And
not Cabot, please.
Creating sites that.
Damn it, dude.
Kind of, to help
He's back.
Dinosaurs integrate more kind of ethically, I guess, into the modern world. And so you will start out in North America. You're starting some sites there, but as the campaign opens up, you'll unlock new sites across Asia and in Europe as well. And as you open each one up, you'll be able to kind of go freely back to previous parks.
Yes.
Use dinosaurs and research technologies that you've unlocked to go back and improve those parks, unlock new areas in those parks.
Unlock new
and so, yeah,
areas
so
in the
there's just
park.
a
That's
much
interesting.
broader kind of scope to it, and everything's kind of interlinked.
Yeah,
And
very
you can
nice.
just jump around a lot more if you want
Yeah,
to.
you can play at your pace, at your speed, at your focus, basically.
And we
Yeah,
tried
yeah.
to make sure that each level doesn't just have like is visually distinct in terms of the location, the lighting, but also it has its own particular goals. So you're
Is
working
La
with
Penna
the
round
client,
2?
so each
Question
park,
mark.
has its own measure of success in terms of what counts for a 5-star park rating. So some clients might be more interested in the juveniles. and some might be
Interesting.
more
So
about
it's huh. So there's different
marine
criteria for meeting
reptiles,
5 stars this time.
Some might not want any synthesis at all, and there's lots of different kind of, some might be about tours and guest satisfaction. So they try to kind of push the variety of each level. So that it
Interesting.
really feels like a different challenge that you're going to.
I like that.
Awesome,
Having
awesome.
different
And there's loads
experiences
of
is
stuff
definitely
here
going to be
as well.
better.
And obviously, we're going to be visiting some new locations. We saw one of those in the gameplay trailer. So yeah, can you tell us a little bit about those as well?
Yeah, so we saw Japan very prominently in the gameplay trailer, which got a lot of people excited and brings in lots of cool new terrain, foliage visuals and scenery options as well. That's another thing that campaigns allows us to do, is to kind of inspire the scenery artists to create new building sets as well.
And
Lots
they
of
are
scenery.
beautiful. They are absolutely
it's
stunning.
awesome.
They've done a phenomenal job.
And we saw a glimpse of Malta, I believe, which is one of our European locations. You've got kind of Mediterranean architecture in there. We'll also see some more Alpine-inspired architecture elsewhere. So yeah, I think we're going to reveal
Alpine.
more
Love
locations as we near launch in October.
Yes, lots
but
to talk about
each
there.
one has
Lots to talk about.
got its own flavour and its own feel and its own aesthetics.
Yeah, amazing.
Interesting.
So we've been touching on just how good these levels look, and there's a good reason for part of that as well. In addition to all the lovely stuff that you can build and put together, there's a lot that's been changing under the hood as well. Some amazing changes there. So can you tell us a little bit about that as well?
I'm no expert, but I know that whatever they've done, the water is looking way better. We've got better skyboxes and
so Unreal Engine 5.
There have been improvements with global illumination, ray tracing, which I don't know what it means, but you get amazing results. It looks amazing. Hot air balloons, you can see the flames kind of coming through the canvas, which is just
hot air balloons.
So cool. It's very, very realistic.
Come on, show me what they look like. Don't just talk about them.
Actually, I mean, we haven't even kind of explored this. There's a whole host of new attractions coming as well. Different ways for you to interact with the dinosaurs. I mean,
gameplay.
Dinosaurs from new perspectives. So hot air balloon is one very prominent one. Again, a lot more verticality that it adds into the level. So it's really exciting to bring that and go over your enclosures. You also be able to get much closer to dinosaurs with the dinosaur encounter.
I thought they were going to show that then.
Yeah, we saw a very small glimpse of it. Actually petting dinosaurs. So yeah, that's really, really exciting. That's been something we wanted to do for a long time. And a lot of these things, they obviously add the dynamism to the levels, but also that those creative tools that we've got allow you to kind of also dress them in your own way as well, and bed them into your park. So yeah, great new attractions and great new aesthetics coming with them as well. I mean, paths. We didn't even mention paths as well, like the paths that go to these attractions as well. We've got new path styles. We've got natural paths now, so you can again make the.
I love this. I love it.
Kind of,
I'm sold.
Facilities kind of look more embedded with
even
the
more
natural world.
integrated, more organic,
more plausible. Yeah,
they're really, really beautiful. Yeah, super cool. Lovely stuff. Well, we've got more to say on attractions in the coming months. We can't say anything just yet, but yeah, I'm sure we'll get into it very.
Damn it, dude!
Thank you so much, you guys. It's been lovely having you. Finally, getting me able to talk about Jurassic World Evolution 3 has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us.
The tease, the freaking tease, dude.
Having us.
Great stuff. So a couple of you guys have been also asking about physical editions, and we're really excited to say that we will be bringing a physical edition to console. If you pop over to our website now.
I thought it was going to be a collector's edition then.
Speaking of pre-orders, for our digital release that's coming out on the 21st of October, if you pre-order that now, you will be able to get a hold of the Badlands set, which will be bringing iconic scenery pieces from the original Jurassic Park film.
Oh my days, dude. Look at that. That's so cool.
Now. So the sets are really, really cool. Hello again, everybody. Awesome. So yeah, loads of stuff coming up for Jurassic Evolution.
Is that it for Evolution?
So good. So good. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah. Now, we're going to be turning our attention to Planet Coaster 2.
Yeah,
So,
that seems like it is it. Well, super cool. Not really any new information there. a lot of teasing. But hey, look, it's cool to hear them talk about the game. And I'm excited, man. I'm excited for what Evolution 3 brings, and hopefully you guys are as well. They're definitely talking about they're going to be showing off new things closer to launch, so we'll be looking out for that attraction news for sure, because that's going to be super interesting. Because honestly, I think they're hiding something. I think there is something, you know, big and something new that they're just not talking about yet, and I'm really excited to see what that is. So stay tuned for more Evolution 3 content coming very, very soon. As and when Frontier talk about it, we'll be here breaking it down and talking about it. But until then, leave a like if you did enjoy, and hype for Evolution 3. Subscribe for more Evolution 3 content. And that's gonna be it. Just got back. Did they announce anything? No, not really. They honestly, they just spoke about what they had already announced. But it was cool to listen to what it was cool to listen to you know, their own words on it rather than just a press briefing, right? But yeah, nothing really new. I will say they did touch on the campaign and spoke about campaign, but it was very much just like they were reading their own website, if I'm honest. A lot of teasing, you know, like in a month's time we'll be showing this off and etc. But yeah, pretty cool. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe for more Evolution 3 content coming soon. Go check out some more videos that I did on the channel. But until then, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.